Because I'm telling you, I saw it. I seen Joe Knows. I seen Cole. I see all of these, 2K. Oh, get this out here. All these 2K YouTubers and stuff like that. They were talking about it, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna figure this out before the podcast, but I just hadn't had time. So we're gonna unpack it together. I'm gonna read it. Game publisher Take-Two Interactive is being accused of theft in a new class action complaint over microtransactions in NBA 2K and the rest of the company's popular sports games. The suit was filed in federal court in California on November 17th by a minor, J.A., who was represented by their mother. It focuses on Take-Two's sale of virtual currency to buy in-game items in NBA 2K and the inability to transfer that currency to newer versions of the game. Y'all with it? Y'all, I mean...
Oh, yeah. Arnold. What? I ain't gonna lie. They might be wilding a wee bit talking about 2K23 VC need to go to 2K24. Not really, but maybe. You know what is fucking dumb? Hey, Chad, you want to make a center? You want to make a point guard? That'll be $150. Like, what? Huh? This is more expensive than the fucking game itself? What are we doing?
So Ken, it is old, but apparently it's what 2K is saying is new as to their explanation as to what it is.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I want to get to that.
I heard one tweet about this.
Yeah, I'm going to get to that, but I want to tell y'all what it is. So the suit alleges that Take-Two's approach is unfair, illegal, and greedy, especially when coupled with the claim that it deactivates the servers for its older annual sports games relatively rapidly after new editions are released. Once the servers of a gamer turned off, leftover VC is inaccessible. The suit accuses Take-Two of unfair business practices and violating California's civil theft statutes, stating in part by removing plaintiff and class members' VCs, defendants took and stole their personal property or fraudulently appropriated property that had been entrusted to a defendant. I'm gonna tell y'all something. This little nigga and his mom must have put 500,000 wows and cows and bands into 2K.
These lawyers.
Well, into 2K first, and then into because come on, if you lose like $30, ain't nobody really suing 2K over $30. I would assume.
First of all, this lawsuit has came from a person that has been playing 2K since I would assume by the extent of the detail that he's talking about, at least 16, 17.
Nigga, this is Joe Knows.
This is Chris Smooth.
This is Chris Smooth making a smooth move right now.
You know what this is? I'm glad I just thought about this. This is one of those parents, because I remember running into this like one time we were at the studio doing a AMP video, and this dude like recognized Phantom. He was like, yo, my son loves you. Like, my son be watching you play GTA and all this stuff. I think I told y'all this. I bought my son he bought him a $5,000 or $10,000 PC so he could become a streamer. So I'm thinking this parent, esports is the next big thing. Get him into 2K, get him into and it's not working. And niggas like, okay, well, you just do it next year, thinking, okay, well, your 500 extra VC is gonna move over, or 500,000 extra VC is gonna move over. Nope.
And it doesn't.
And you better practice up on 22. Okay, nigga. Okay, let me finish reading.
You're going to buy a new game, new dribble moves. All right.
The other side, this is Take-Two. A rep for Take-Two declined to comment about the allegations to Axios. That's the article. The publisher's lawyers have not responded in court. The big picture: microtransactions in games are lucrative for publishers and a focus for Take-Two, which bases part of its CEO's compensation on customers' purchases of them. They are particularly controversial when tied to randomized rewards as so-called loot boxes, which have drawn scrutiny from regulators and governments around the world. Take-Two was sued over loot boxes in NBA 2K by another minor and her guardian in Illinois last year. But in October 2022, a judge ruled the matter should have been settled through arbitration, leaving any resolution out of the public eye. So I want to read to y'all what I gathered is their response to all this, because it's now shaking out. 2K said, Take-Two, 2K said, VC is not a plaintiff's property Instead, in-game VC are fictions created by game publishers subject to the publisher's term of service and user agreements.
What the fuck is fake about my dollar?
That's crazy.
Donations,
That's
gifts.
so essentially what they're saying is when I spend, and we're gonna be dead serious. When I spend between $60 to $100 for each build I make, I am not technically buying currency that's equivalent of my money. I'm just buying fictional gobbledygook that you allow in your game that technically in the terms of service you're saying at any point in time, I can snatch your shit. Like this shit can be no more. That is insane when we're talking about virtual currency. It's literally the VC stands for virtual currency. I am literally buying my virtual currency. And now you're telling me technically we selling y'all niggas fake VC. We're getting fake VC. We're paying. I have spent an ungodly. I'm getting actually hot on the inside because I have spent an ungodly amount of money over my life playing 2K for something deemed not even real. I wish they would never say this about Robux. They'll never say this about COD points. They will never say this about whatever fucking currency you want to have on any other game. But on 2K, it's gobbledygook, my nigga. That's crazy.
Then they ban you for somehow getting fake VC, claiming that you're stealing from the game, but simultaneously you're not stealing anything because you know what's insane to me? The idea that these niggas could have just straight up said to unlock your 3-point stat up to 2 attributes. Yeah, that's equivalent to $2.99. But they don't want to do that because they know it's bad business. So their solution was virtual currency. But then that same virtual currency that requires the US dollar to get now isn't real. Oh shit. Oh shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, tell that to any My Team player. Tell that to any person that avidly plays Parker 2K. And it's essentially, unless I'm mistaken, they're implying that it's like a skin. They're calling VC a Fortnite skin, except this Fortnite skin actually adds more to your gun's damage and more to your jumping ability and more to how you land quicker and more to your armor and more to your health. But hey, that is not like yours though. That's not something you're paying for your player. That's just a skin. Fuck out of here.
Shout out to iPod King Carter. He was actually the first one that I saw put this, and I wish I know he's probably in Indiana. We should have been able to get him on here. Really what they're saying is, because in order for it to be real, they would have to make a way where you can cash in your VC or transfer it over. So if you put in 500, you only use 100, you should be able to cash in for whatever VC is worth. They would have to make it like real currency, like, your dollar versus the euro, or your dollar versus, I don't even know, crypto, like, cryptocurrency. Damn, what's the big cryptocurrency? Bitcoin. I'm tripping. Bitcoin. I'm tripping too hard. So, but that means that there would have to be some sort of conversions. There would have to be some regulations. They would have to, send out tax documents and all that. But more importantly, at any given time, if you wanted your money back, Sage, they would have to give it to you. And not necessarily right then and there, but they would have to at least start the process. And that means if there was a mass, or the new games come out in September, if there were, let's just say, $100 million in VC on 2K24, we're on 24. Yep. In September, when 25 comes out, that means 100 million people would cash in
and get that shit back.
And we would have to wait to see if they're going to put it back in. No, because then we're going to have to pay some fees. They're going to have to pay. That's too much. Just have it to where, 100 million exists over here. And honestly, in 2 years, we're going to shut that bitch down anyway. We're going to shut them servers down anyway. We're not doing. Hey, especially the nerds, they've been talking about it for a minute. Microtransactions are actually pretty bad.
Oh, they're the worst.
They're very bad. They're very bad. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm trying to think to when did it start getting ridiculous? It started getting ridiculous a minute ago, and niggas have just become so numb to it or accepting of it because there's no real other. I mean, like, what other option is it for real? That niggas just normalized it. But it's always been nasty business. There's never been. I think the only game that does that started to do microtransactions fine, at least to me, Fortnite.
Yeah,
because it was purely cosmetic. It was purely cosmetic, and then niggas could argue. I mean, other games, but I'm trying to be honest. It has to be Fortnite when it was genuinely just cosmetic. You can't say GTA 5 because Shark Cards was literally just buying money so you can buy whatever weapon or car or business you wanted. But purely just literally cosmetic. It doesn't affect the game whatsoever. It's literally just how you look. Fortnite. Destiny was Destiny purely cosmetic?
No. Destiny did allow you to get armor and shit. No, they're tripping. Same thing. Cosmetics purely. No.
Call of Duty weapon bundles count even if the weapons suck. If there's a bundle with a meta weapon that's in it, nigga, that at one point in time they would drop bundles with the new gun in it so you can get the new gun without grinding. So that in itself worse than just cosmetic. Oh, I said that before you said cosmetic only. Oh, then yeah. If it's cosmetic only, and
I'm thinking right now we only got
niggas can probably start naming like Diablo, I guess, or
Overwatch is a good one. Yeah.
Okay, so how can 2K fix this? What's the remedy? What will make y'all satisfied?
One of three things in terms of me being satisfied. It's not your idea, but your idea helps them get the fuck out of here. What you said a break ago about yearly not even yearly subscription, a monthly subscription to the game or some shit like that. That at least gives everyone direct ownership, so we all know what we own and don't. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't know how you adjust that with the players, but something along those lines for me personally. I've been said 2K should not have 2K24, 25, 26, 27. Bruh, NBA 2K have a fat ass update. Hell, have a $60 update. Go for it. Niggas will pay for it. Hey, I'm just letting you know. You can go to Sunset Beach, but it's not going to be that many of you niggas without Victor Wembanyama update. And you ain't got the Vic update. You living in patch 6 last year. Do that. Have that way you don't have to have this worrisome idea of, oh, what are we going to do when we make a new game and the VC got to transfer? You don't got to do that anymore. Because it's all right the fuck there. So no yearly, no annual release of 2K. Put it all in one game. Have the update be $60. I'm not saying you got to lose your dollars. Have the update be $60. And ball from there. That way when people make players, even if they want to make a new player or whatever, hey, man, you have the last thing. And when you're making a new player, if you delete the player, you get the VC for whatever was put into said player, you get it back. Versus, okay, we have the $60 update on 2K. I made a center last year. Not gonna lie, I'm tired of listening to these bum ass point guards. I'm gonna show you how to dribble in 2K26. Delete. Oh man, now I gotta pay 120. Not this year. Instead, I get the 189,000 VC with the animations. I get all that shit back, and I get to put it on this motherfucker. There should have been no reason, and I'm gonna let y'all go. There should have been no reason YouTube pranks were so effective with I deleted my boyfriend from my player. Should have never been a thing. In very much hindsight, that's crazy. that was such an effective prank. In the hassle you got to do to get the player back at a push of a button, at the slightest stick drift, your whole fucking a lot of people call it investment. I would call it an investment. Is gone. This is crazy, bro.
I would say the way they fix it to me, I have a different approach from Sage because I understand what sports game culture is, and I understand what market they're in at the end of the day. They're a sports game. Sports game culture is a re-release of the new game every year. I won't even be mad at that. I grew up with that. It was like that before me. I have no problem. That is what that market is. I'm absolutely okay with that. Drop a new game every year. Cool. The online factors, because we are seeing other games do things, what you do to increase your product is take good ideas from other companies. Therefore, we see with Call of Duty, we see they adopted a system years ago to where you have a Call of Duty account, and that account transfers over next Call of Duties, everything like that.
Yeah.
Things transfer to the next game. You choose what can transfer, how things transfer, whatever it is. Transfer between multiple games. You do that with 2K. This would have been the perfect play. So now niggas had to make 2K accounts. So whatever all these accounts, you could have just put a little bit of your money that you've been getting, goddamn bundles or whatever it is, put a little bit of that money into that server and stay safe and is able to transfer over the next couple of 2Ks. I'm not gonna say everything can transfer over, but there could be like you get a certain portion back based off how many my players you had, like in my opinion, or something like that. A system in place where if you put money into the game, if you put money into this fake VC, you're able to get something out in terms of going to the next game. I do agree. I understand as a business, I understand how the game works. I'm not going to say just go ahead, open up the next game. We have the ability to have literally a free player off rip. But if I can get 70% of a free player for all the money I put into the previous game, I would be happy with that. I also would revert the system into being like whatever your builds are. I give it the build creator. I like how the build creator is personally. I like how the build creator is. Niggas can make whatever they want. However you like to play, you can make that. I don't give a fuck, man. Make it cheaper to make a player. Go revert back to where it was cheaper to upgrade your mod players, or if you're going to keep it at this rate, increase the amount of VC they give you for doing things offline and actually playing the game. There's no,
I can tell.
What happened?
You pissed. I just can tell.
Oh yeah. There's no reason why. I'm only getting at max if I play a game of 2K. If I play my career, I'm getting at max for me 2 to 3K VC maybe. If I'm playing rec, you're getting like 1.5 maybe. I don't like. There's no reason why that should be. You should give me a boatload of VC or go back to fucking skill points, my nigga. Because I ain't gonna hold you. Bring back the SP. Bring skill points back. Because y'all was giving that bitch. Y'all was giving them bitches out like it was nothing. Because you understood the grind. But once VC got into the play, you niggas got money hungry. So one or the other, lower how much it costs to upgrade a player, or give us more VC for playing the game. Reward your players for playing. Then I'd be happy.
Yeah, I actually have nothing to add because Damo wrapped my point up pretty doggone well. An account would solve all this. Let stuff be transferable. I think that 2K is actually getting into making a soccer game in the next coming years. I think I saw something like that. They're about to make other sports games. Is 2K the only game that 2K makes?
Take Two? Hell no.
Take Two. No, they make
they got Take Two has endless. I'm just blanking right now, but 2K even has WWE 2K off rip.
Oh
like,
yeah,
they got endless shit.
They have other games. That's all that really matters. That's all that actually matters. So if you have other games that you make, have accounts. I think it should just be that simple. Especially other games where microtransactions and skins and other upgrades and stuff matter. Make an account. If you make an account, I'll dump. Somebody like Sage, he'll dump $400 in at the beginning of the year. I got 2K. I got wrestling. I'm just saying. I got 2K. I got wrestling. I know I'm gonna use this $400 across both of them. I'm gonna make my players. I'm gonna make some league. I'm gonna do all these things. Buy some skins. I'm gonna do all this, that, and third because I play those two games. But they're absolutely right. The fact that it does not transfer is just crazy greed. Just crazy greed. There's no other way to put it. I don't know how to put it.
Yeah, even with shut down servers. That my fault. I didn't mean to cut nobody off.
You're fine.
But that would be another thing that would kind of release some initiatives too. Looking back at how many games you can go back and play the old versions of in terms of other sports games, my mind, because of how much 2K I play in terms of sports games, I don't play Madden like that. I recently got into baseball, like MLB, so I haven't went back and played the old ones. When I go and look on YouTube, my mind is like wrapped to think every sports game is doing this, where you can't go play the old versions online no more. And that's not true. You find older sports games, you can still play online on a lot of these sports games. They don't shut their servers down. It might be shitty. It might be a bad experience, but it's a fucking option. It's an option that you can do. If you spent fucking a shit ton of money on Madden 17, you can go back and play, and I'm hypothetical, but you can go back and play MUT Team on Madden, whatever it was, when you spent hella money on it. That's not going away.
How far back can you go back in 2K right now?
Right now, you go back. They recently shut down 22. They shut down.
Yeah.
They shut down 22. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty close.
No, they shut it down rather quickly, man. I was literally guessing 20 because that's the furthest you can go. I was just gonna say, even if you got to if we got to be a little bit more practical, stay with the annual release. Hell, you still gonna have to pay for your player to a degree. I'm still of the mindset, I ain't gonna lie. Let the old player stay, though. Stop with the 10 save slots. The idea that you only got 10 slots is actually ridiculous. Let a motherfucker be like, hey, this was your player from last year. Now, the meta may be different. If you want to be a little bit on some scammer shit, there you go. Now, the meta might be different, but this nigga right here, you delete him, you get half your shit back. Go for it. Like it's several solutions. For some more practical than others, some friendlier to the customer than others that we all can think of, and we don't even do this shit for a living. That we know that they know some logistics around certain things, but this is by far not the only way because they've had more successful games prior to these recent bundle of games. So we know it's not a matter of success. It's about the dollars, and it's been nasty. I'm actually glad that it's getting pressed for a time because practicality wise, nobody was going to play live. Nobody was going to play the next gen game coming up. These players, I want to play in 2K. I want to be in 2K. I want Rachel Demita to interview me or whatever the fuck. So we knew no other competitor was going to smack 2K in the face. It's a monopoly over the industry. Thank God it seems like it might implode from the inside because my God.
All right. Well, let's keep it going. We can actually get into some of that basketball now.
Elbows, eyes.
No, I didn't know. Before I said I did not get time to read that. That was actually pretty crazy. I kept seeing it. They're saying VC is fictions.
Yeah, I saw that. That's what I was going to read.
What the fuck does that mean? But nah, I haven't played 2K for long. Y'all know I just got my PlayStation back in September. I know exactly what that means. And that's why I maintain the fact I will never play Park Rec. I have that one brown shirt. Promise you I'll never do it. For the simple fact that my shit is fictitious.
Yeah, you can't play the game. Yeah, I don't want to gloss over what Damo had. That was an excellent point. The idea that we had an argument, pay to play versus pay to win, was so nasty because you can't play that bitch offline and in a week be good. It's literally, unless you're gonna ball out with an 85, which skill, we're not talking about that. We're talking about getting to a 99 overall, be good. You can't do it unless you are literally 24-hour. No, I still don't think you can. I really don't think you can, bro. Like, you have to, man, that shit's pathetic. The idea that you literally can't be a 99 unless you are like literally what's 24 times 7, 138, some roughly something like that. Oh no, that's not even close. Oh my God, it's like 230, whatever the fuck. The point is, dog, that's just depressing, bro.